In the past month or so, we have witnessed a chronic disease in Test cricket. In the Pakistan-New Zealand series, Test series in New Zealand, the Pakistani batsmen struggled to put bat to ball, often being reduced to 80 for 5 or 90 for 6 in almost every innings that they played. Sri Lanka's woes, compounded by injuries in South Africa, however, had the same story. The three scores they had were of between 157 and 211 out of the four innings that they played in the two, which is a very sorry performance in all aspects. And well, despite it being an okay series for India and Australia overall till now, it's hard to shake off the memories of the second innings of the first test match at Adelaide. So it's best not to go over there.
Kaushik, don't to worry. I will get there and I'll explain what happened with the India in the first test match, and they got out their lowest total, 36 runs in the second inning of the Australian test.
Yes, sir.
That was really surprising. And after that, the faces of the Pakistani people are very happy.
Yes, sir. I certainly saw Shoaib Akhtar being very happy over there. But, you know, we Indians really enjoyed Pakistan's dhulai against New Zealand after that.
चलो बराबर हो गया.
But I have to mention over here that India played brilliantly to come back and win the next test match at Melbourne against Australia.
Yeah, that's really very good performance, and it appreciated because it's very difficult to come back after losing the first test match. It's great.
Absolutely. And that brings us to a larger point. Why is it that batsmen overall, world over, struggle to adapt in foreign conditions? It's not limited to subcontinent batsmen. Subcontinent batsmen struggle when they go to the SENA countries, South Africa, England, New Zealand, and Australia, and when the batsmen from over there come to the subcontinent. And in this episode, at the rate of the Crease with Jalal Uddin, Mr. Jalal Uddin will be explaining why batsmen struggle in alien conditions and what they need to do to adapt and be successful across all conditions.
हैट्रिक पाकिस्तानના બોલર જલાલુદ્દીન
So, sir, let's just jump right into it. Let's focus on the subcontinent batsmen first. Why do we see these repeated patterns of subcontinent players struggling to adapt in SENA countries?
Okay, I just before that I mentioned the West Indies and Australian team. They in the era of 80s and the 90s of Australia, they were very good in the away series as well. But now it's totally a change. All the team are almost the equally same when they go to the away tour. Main thing is that I'm also surprised that this is, we call it the adaptation of the condition is a skill, and they are not managing well. Even in the modern days of cricket, where we have a technology and we have a lot of analysis, even then we don't have such a to adopt that condition easily. I tell you my experience. I was called for England tour in 1982 when the Sarfraz was injured, and I was very happy because I was performing well in the Pakistan, and because the conditions suit for the pace bowler in England. And when I went there, what happened? What happened there? I played for few matches of practice matches, and I was brutally hammered by the batsman because I was bowling too short. And ultimately, after the 2-3 matches, when I was playing the third match, Majid Khan was the captain in that match. He guided me that you are bowling short because you're bowling on the length of the Pakistan pitches, and you bowl up to the batsman. And I tried that, and I was very successful, and I got 4 wickets in that match. So experience counts when you are adopting the conditions. That is important. If you are playing again in the same condition, you can adopt it.
Absolutely. And how does that apply to batsmen from the subcontinent who go abroad? How can they be better well prepared?
Yeah, adaptation and condition are equally difficult for the batsman and bowler as well. But batsmen, what they go to the away from our continent, so they face the challenges of the swing and seam and even the bounce. So they have to adopt that condition. But one thing I tell you, with some player who has a good basic cricket technique, they are more competitive. They are more able to adopt the condition of the away tours, because the technique will work when the bowling pitches on the bowling pitches. Technique will work. Otherwise, technique plays a 5 to 10% role for the performances. But when the condition is different and the bowling is pitches are the ball for the bowling, you have to have a good technique. And second thing is that the preparations and is very important. And if you nowadays we don't have much chances to practice matches in the series because we are very short series now, or even the COVID-19 era, we don't have practice matches. So what we have to do, we have to do a simulation practice before we go to the abroad tour. And that condition can be developed in your own countries, and that help you to cope up with the adaptation of the condition on the away tour. There's three things. One is the experience, second is the basic cricket techniques, and third is the simulation practice. And I have seen that those are a good, great players. They manage it very well. Like Smith, like Virat Kohli, like Babar Azam, they are adopted that condition quickly. And we have to do that because we have to adjust little bit stance and the footwork and little bit you have to adjust your grip. That help you to adopt the condition. But it is still mystery for me that they are not doing that, even though they have all opportunities.
Absolutely. Like I will just add Kane Williamson to that list as well,
Yeah,
list of
yeah.
batsmen.
That is the number one at the moment for to adopt the condition. Is a
Absolutely.
great player.
Yes, absolutely. And with the current infrastructure that is there available to all boards, and they're having their own national cricket academy set up in all the countries, I mean, there is no reason why there should not be more simulation and practice exercises for the batsmen to
Yeah,
adapt to these
that's
conditions.
right. I'm also surprised for that.
And let's just now shift our focus to the batsmen who come from South Africa, England, New Zealand, and Australia. They come to subcontinent, and they too seem to struggle. Their challenges are different. So how? So what are the challenges that they face, and how can they be better prepared?
Because they in their home country they don't have much chance to play the spin bowling, but they come to here because we utilize our condition and we have a pitches that help to the spin bowling, and they have to adopt that condition. And because they have to play spin bowling, they have to use the footwork. That is a part of the your basic skill. Those have a good footwork, they can manage somehow, but still they are suffered, they are struggle when they come to here. And those have a good technique and using the footwork good, they manage somehow. And this is the problem for them. Even then the food is also the spicy food also the problem for them as well. So they have to have a adopt all these things, conditions, pitch condition, food, and everything. So they have a
Spicy
different
food
type
and
of
turning wickets.
yeah. They have a different scenario here when we go to the abroad.
Is there any team which has a great practice template which others can adopt from, learn from?
Oh yes, I've heard that the England team have now is policy when they come to the Asian regions. They have a 1 month camp in UAE to adaptation of the condition and simulation practice. That is a great thing. I'm surprised how they are adopted this thing, because this is very helpful for them to practice before they go to the Asia, like Pakistan, India, or Sri Lanka. So they have adopted this thing. So I think they are quite intelligent on to adaptation of, they are serious on it.
Absolutely. So the excellent insights I felt and I hope that players and coaches all around the world have made a note of all the points, important points that you mentioned, which has helped them succeed in overseas conditions by through better preparation and experience.
Yeah,
So with
yeah.
that, we come to the end of this episode of the Crease. Uh, Jalal sir, always a pleasure to converse with you on all things related to cricket. To all the viewers, stay tuned for more episodes coming your way this season. Hope you enjoyed today. Do click the bell icon to subscribe to our channel, and do like and share our videos. Also follow us on our Instagram at the rate of the crease, and our Twitter handle at the rate of underscore the crease. Thank you so much.
Thank you very much.